welcome you to this broadcast of boys varsity basketball on NKTelco Sports. We're at Minster Gymnasium where the Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Minster Wildcats. Tonight's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Fortress Floor Center, and NKTelco. Our fine sponsors bringing you tonight's game between Minster and Fort Loramie. I'm Dave Knapp. It's my pleasure to bring you tonight's game. The Fort Loramie Redskins 8-2 on the season, 3-2 in the Shelby County Athletic League. They're coming off a win last night over Anna, 53-47. A come-from-behind win. They were down by 7 against Anna at halftime, but rallied and won the game. They were led by Caleb Maurer at 19. Logan Otterman had 12. Ryan Holscher with 10, as well as Austin Plyman with 10. So 4 players in double figures. Overall, Caleb Maurer leads them with 16 points a game, followed by Ethan Kaiser with 11. Ryan Holscher is next with 7. Fort Loramie's had some trouble with some injuries to Aiden Werman and Isaac Ratterman, but trying to battle through that. I've had a pretty fine season overall under Coach Corey Britton in his 9th year. Again, the Redskins 8-2 coming in tonight's game. The Minster Wildcats wearing new uniforms. If you haven't noticed, they are 2-10. Coming off a game last night, it was quite a game. They lost at St. Henry 70-66. Been a bit of a trying season for this young squad, but they have battled in a lot of games. They've had about 5 close games that could have went the other way. They had they were down a lot in that game. The story of the game last night, though, was Cole Richard had 30 points in that game, 26 in the second half. His 30 points is the second game in a row that he had 30 points. He had 30 against Lucas on Monday night in the Harvest Prep Classic. So back-to-back 30 points game. Talking to people, we don't think that's happened in at least the last 30 years. Probably at least the last 70 years, if at all, a Minster Wildcat player has ever done that before. So congratulations to Cole Richard. He's had a heck of a couple games in a good year. He leads them at 15 points a game for the young squad, followed by Cole Albers at 8 points a game. So we will pause for the national anthem. We'll be back with the Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups on NKTelco Sports.
I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Welcome back to Minster in Fort Loramie. Again, 70 years of experience in the referees. Rick Mosier, 20 years. So a lot of experienced officials here tonight. We will have our Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups. First, we'll start with the visiting Fort Loramie Redskins, 8-2 on the season under ninth-year coach Corey Britton. Starting us off, their leading scorer, Kayla Maurer, fourth year on varsity. There's 6'1" senior, 16 points a game. Ryan Holscher, nephew of Coach Michael McClurg, for Minster. They know each other. He's a senior, 7 points a game. Ethan Kaiser, 11 points a game, 5'11", senior Darren Eilerman. And rounding out the lineup, another senior, Logan Eilerman, 6'4" senior, 6 points a game. Logan Eilerman, 5 seniors in the starting lineup. Overall, Fort Loramie has 9 seniors overall, so senior-laden squad. Head coach Corey Britton, assisted by Joe Imwally, Devin Lindbergh, and JV coach Ryan Kanapke. Now, here's the Emerson Climate Technology lineups for the Minster Wildcats. Cole Richard coming off back-to-back 30-point games, averaging just under 15 points a game. Number 1, a 5'10" freshman, Cole McClurg. At forward, 6'3" sophomore, Ian Homan. A lot of strength inside, 6 points a game. Only senior in the starting lineup, Logan Cooney, a 6'2" senior, number 20. And then in the big guy in the middle, 6'7" freshman, Cole Albers, 8 points, 7 rebounds a game. Head coach Michael McClurg, assisted by Logan Summer, Kurt Albers, Roger Bokey, and J.J. Wohlmeyer. So then we're our Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineups. Now let's go to our keys to game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. First for Fort Loramie, Coach Britton said they want to play with toughness. They weren't the tougher team when they lost against Russia on Tuesday. A tough loss. They lost by 17. Wants to recover that. Take care of the basketball. They can't turn it over. And they want to take great shots. Play with urgency. They want to hate to lose more than they love to win. For Minster, they need to avoid the scoring laws. It seems that's had a problem this year. Limit the turnovers. That's been a trouble all year. And they're going to have to handle the experienced play for Fort Loramie. They're starting 5 seniors of pretty good size. So again, those are your keys to game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Fort Loramie with the tip, and again, they are debuting their new home uniforms, and there's a turnover right away. So they telegraph the entry pass. Caleb Maurer, nobody picks him up. He will nail the 3 ball. Caleb Maurer with the tray. Fort Loramie draws first blood. Minster played with new uniforms against St. Henry. New uniforms here. The nice pass, McClurg to Cole Albers for the reverse layup. Minster on the board, 3-2. And Minster, a different defense than I've seen, a 1-2-2 or a 3-2. They have Cole Albers on the point. I have probably been about half of Minster's games. I've not seen it. Now Albers has dropped all the way down into a zone. Shot up by Maurer. He's 2 for 2 with 5 points. 5-2 Fort Loramie in our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Cole McClurg is a primary ball handler. He'll give it up to Holman, to Cooney. Wildcats start 2 sophomores, 2 freshmen, and the Cooney, the only senior. Richard to the hoop. Block from behind there. Good defense by Ryan Holscher as he brings it across the timeline. Maurer tried to go 3 for 3. Long rebound. Chased down by Fort Loramie. Back to Maurer. Maurer, the quarterback on the football team. Leader on this basketball team. 3 ball there by Ethan Kaiser. Cole Albers with the rebound. Cole McClurg, 3 Coles on this team. Underneath it, Ian Holman, and 1. Nice entry pass by Cole McClurg. Holman up strong. Big guy, 6'3" sophomore. His scoring has increased as the season has gone on. He had 7 points against St. Henry. Last 4 games he scored 10, 8, 16 against Lucas, 7 against St. Henry. Big, strong, big guy, as you would expect. Played right tackle on the football team. Not able to get the free throw. 5-4 Fort Loramie. JV game was won by Fort Loramie. So they're trying to get a clean sweep here tonight. There was no freshman game. Minster does not have a freshman team. Otherwise, usually they do a triple header. Kaiser tried to do a step back. As there's Logan Ireland. Also number 50, Austin Plyman into the game. There's Ryan Holscher. Hesitation. Gives it up to Maurer. Off balance shot. Caleb Maurer will shoot 2. One other thing about Fort Loramie, they shoot an amazing 42% on their threes. Maurer is 17 of 29. Ethan Kaiser is 22 of 42. Maurer hits the first one. That's unheard of to be 42% at this point in the season. They're roughly at the halfway point. And Maurer, 2 for 2. Maurer with all 7 points for Fort Loramie. Full court pressure. There's a long pass, too long, as McClurg throws it too long. McClurg kind of pressed into the point guard duty after Brogan Steffi went down. Steffi was the leading scorer, also the main ball handler. So McClurg and the other Wildcats have had to learn under fire after losing their top scorer. Kaiser, pull-up jumper in. Ethan Kaiser, 5'11" freshman, knocks it down. 9-4 Fort Loramie. Richard will draw a whole bunch of attention, I'm sure, tonight after back-to-back 30s. There's a three-pointer. Cole McClurg did a nice job of squaring himself up and knocks it down just a couple feet away from the three-point arc. 9-7 is the lead now. Holscher gives it up to Plyman. There's Logan Eilerman. Kaiser gives it to Holscher. Holscher fadeaway shot in. Nice shot by Ryan Holscher. (7-11) favor of Fort Loramie. Richard being guarded by Holscher. And he tried to throw it to Cooney, who was not there, or was not looking, I should say. So bad turnover. Coming into the game, Aiden Werman. Give him credit. He's been toughing it out this year. Actually, he just came back to practice, so I believe this is his first action, and maybe he played last night, but he had a injury in August, and he's just practicing this week, so good to see him there. And there's a three ball by Austin Plyman. Austin Plyman, the big guy, knocks down a three. So 14-7, we got a football score here in favor of Fort Loramie. Homan to McClurg. McClurg gives it to Cooney. Homan drives baseline. Strong moving in. Ian Homan with 4 points. Five-point lead for Fort Loramie. Holscher working the point, spins through the lane. Homan with the rebound. Cole Richard gives it up to Cole Albers. Like I said, there's 3 Coles. Cole Richard is with the K as he makes a nice runner. He did that a lot last night on his way to 30 points. He's with a K. Cole McClurg, Cole Albers with a C. So I doubt if there's too many lineups with 3 Coles. Holscher gives it up. 3-ball Kaiser. Oh, no, that wasn't Kaiser. That was Logan Ireland knocks down the tray. Again, they shoot 42% as a team on their threes. Amazing. Drives to the basket. Cooney with a fadeaway. Rebound Fort Loramie is Logan Ireland. Gives it up to Maurer. Maurer off the screen by Plime and nails it. Caleb Maurer now with 2 threes, 19 on the season. He's already in double figures with 10, 20-11. Clurg picks up his dribble at a bad spot to Albers. Cooney wants to do the 3, goes to the hoop, rolls off. There is a foul on the, I think Fort Loramie got the rebound but went out of bounds. And for the Wildcats, Noah Schruderman, number 14, and number 13, Dylan Watercutter. He did not play last night. Had an injury against Lucas, but he's evidently back ready to play. Also for Fort Loramie, number 32, Darren Eilerman in the game. And let's see who else is in. I think 33, Aiden Worman. We'll check the lineup. Shot by Cooney off the mark. Got 30, Ethan Kaiser, 33, Aiden Worman. Again, Worman playing either his first or second game of the season, so credit to that young man to get back on the floor. Maurer, Holscher. As Maurer just going to pull it out a little bit. As I think they're just resetting. Also Ethan Kaiser in. Again, Corey Britton's had a pretty successful run. And in 9 years at the helm of Fort Loramie. And he's calling a play as they're pulling it out. Coach Britton is 5 feet onto the floor. Right by the Man May See emblem. And they're just stretching out. Looks like they're going for the last shot here. They already have scored 20. Holscher to the hole. Can't get it to fall off the glass. Watercutter with the rebound. Gives it up to Richard. Down to 8 seconds. Richard going through some traffic. Up and under, puts up a shot. And that will end the first quarter of play. On our First National Bank scoreboard, it's Fort Loramie 20, Minster 11 here on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We are certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Welcome back here to Minster. About to start our second quarter of play with the score 20-11 Fort Loramie on our First National Bank scoreboard. Story of the game, Caleb Maurer already with 10 points in the first quarter. Other than you have Logan Eilerman and Austin Plyman both hit threes. Ryan Holscher and Ethan Kaiser both with the deuce apiece. For Minster, Ian Homan with 4, Cole McClurg with 3, Cole Richard and Cole Albers with 2 apiece. So Maurer now being hounded by Connor Smeesian, who sees his first action. Backdoor pass to Maurer goes off of his hands. I believe that's the first turnover that Fort Loramie has had. Minster has had 3 of them in the first quarter. Minster has Cole McClurg, number 1, number 14, Noah Schwerman, Cole Richard, number 4, Ian Homer, number 0, and number 10, Connor Schmeezing. McClurg, off-balance shot. Rebound to Ireland. There is a 3-ball in and out. They're there by number 30, Ethan Kaiser. Cole Richard trying to drive through the lane. He's picked up. Pass is almost stolen, knocked out of bounds by Logan Ireland. Good hustle by the senior. Again, 9 seniors by Fort Loramie. That's amazing. 2 sophomores, 2 juniors on the roster. Some of them juniors played in the JV game tonight. Alex Berger and Noah Manier. So pretty well all you'll see is seniors tonight for Fort Loramie. They're coming off a 13-11 season. Also a very successful football season. 3-ball, Cole Richard. Sweet. 3 there by Richard. Now has 5. Kick and shoot. He's getting a lot of attention tonight, and he should after he scored 30 back-to-back. First time anybody's done that in Minster for at least 70 years. Work it around the perimeter. It's number 34, Maxwell Maurer into the game. Battle for the rebound. They kick it out. Kaiser, I think he double dribbled. He did. Dribbled once to shoot. He got the defender in the air, and he dribbled again. Austin Plyman back in the game, number 50. Ryan Holscher as well. Minster now will have Cole Richard bring up the basketball. He is guarded by Holscher again. Holscher is a first cousin of Cole McClurg, a nephew of the Minster coach Michael McClurg. So probably also some relatives between the 2 teams as well, as there's a lot of people know each other between these small towns just 3 miles apart. Cole Richard trying to find an opening, can't find it, gives it up to Connor Schmeezing. Be a ball drop here tonight after the varsity game. I think there's a pot of at least 5,000, I think I heard. Fun drive for the boosters, and that will go out of bounds as Holscher loses the handle. 42 Cole Albers into the game, as well as Dylan Watercutter. Number 13. Watercutter a senior. Albers a freshman. 5:32 to go. Minster's had the only points of this second quarter, a 3-ball by Cole Richard. Schmeezing gets it to Homan. There's a long 3 by McClurg. Draws back Iron. Logan Ireland with the rebound. Gives it to his quarterback from football, Caleb Maurer, and we'll call a palm there on Maurer. Maurer, the facial expression, didn't really like it, but didn't really argue a whole lot about it. Coach Britton is talking to the ref near him and saying, you know, come on. That was pretty minor to call that, is what he's saying. Guys in stripes say otherwise. Minster on the attack. Watercutter. And we will have a foul underneath. I think Plyman got a little too physical with Albers. Plyman his first foul, second team foul. We've only had 1 on Minster, so 3 total. McClurg to Albers to Watercutter. Minster also without James Niemeyer, who's been out last few games with a hamstring injury. He also had that early in the season. There'll be a foul on the number 34, Maxwell Maurer. Logan Cooney in the game as he puts his goggles on. Cooney, very unusual thing. He was in the Oktoberfest parade and somehow on the float, somebody threw a Skittle and somehow it hit his eye and it affected his eye, so he's wears goggles when he's in the game. He doesn't wear them otherwise. He didn't just use them warm up, so usually to be hit by a Skittle in the Oktoberfest parade. There's the senior Logan Cooney, gives it up. Freshman Cole McClurg. Senior water cutter. 20-14, we've been at this score a couple minutes now after Cole Richard hit a three. Holman uses strengths, a little baby hook. Holman was really battling for that rebound. Caleb Maurer comes out with it, drives to the hoop, and he's going to draw the foul by Cooney. Logan Cooney's usually the one that draws the toughest assignment, being the best defender, at least from the guard position. They're going to call the foul on Cole McClurg, I think. I must have reached in. Maurer now 3 for 3 from the line. Cole Richard into the game on this season. Caleb Maurer is 60%. But he's 4 of 4 tonight with 12 points. 22-14 Fort Loramie in our First National Bank scoreboard. There'll be a push underneath. Against Fort Loramie. Again, it'll be the second foul on Austin Plyman. Coming into the game, Darren Eilerman, 6'1" senior. Lob into Cooney. Could not catch it. Caleb Maurer leads the attack for Fort Loramie. He pulls it out a little bit. Hands it off to Ethan Kaiser. It's Ryan Holscher. Three good ball handlers. Water cutter knocked it out of Holscher's hands. And that's tipped away by Water cutter. Will stay with Fort Loramie. Right in front of the Minster bench. Two Irelandmans, Darren and Logan. Ryan Holscher, Caleb Maurer, and Ethan Kaiser, the 5 Redskins on the floor right now for Coach Corey Britton. Holscher will drive, pick up a blocking foul. Dylan Watercutter his first, just the team second with 3:08 to go in the first half. JV game was won by Fort Loramie. I'll try to get you a score when I get a chance. Turnaround shot by Holscher. Doesn't get it to fall. They won 142-31. In favor of Fort Loramie in the JV game. Alberts gives it up to Richard. There's a long three. Might have been just outside of Egypt there as Cooney with the offensive rebound. Richard pulls it out a bit. Albers loses his balance. Richard saves it before he goes into backcourt and over and back, and then he steals it back. Richard to the basket, and they will call a charge. Good defense by Caleb Maurer. A little turnover for turnover. Really 2 turnovers there, as charging foul is a turnover. First foul on Cole Richard. 34 Maxwell Maurer into the game for Fort Loramie. (22-14). Maxwell Maurer. Rebound Cole McClurg. Pushes it ahead to Logan Cooney. Cooney banks it home. Logan Cooney with a basket. With the 6'2" athletic senior Logan Cooney, lead down to 6. There's a 9-point lead going into this quarter. Favor of Fort Loramie as Maurer draws a foul. Noah Schwerterman in to give Ian Holman a break. Way in the backcourt, Ryan Holster will flag it down. Their losses this year have been to the league leaders Jackson Center and Russia. Ryan Holster with a step back 2, 24-16. Minster's 2 wins have been over Anna and Houston. That's been it. Lost 2 games in overtime. 3 other close games. A lob into Cole Albers, and the big guy banks it home. 24-18, still in favor of the Redskins. Redskins are 2 losses. They lost on Tuesday to Russia, to their rival, 47-30. They lost to Jackson Center, the 3rd game of the season, by 8. Those two teams are effectively tied in the Shelby County League as Jackson Center knocked off Russia on Friday night for their first loss of the season. Down to 38 seconds, and they played keep away a lot in the end of the first quarter. Again, Shelby, well, there's Maurer will attack the basket. Rebound by Albers. Richard across the timeline. Almost lost it. It gets kicked to Cooney. Down to 15 seconds. McClurg. Give up to Richard. Looking for a signal from Coach McClurg. He's working off the screen by Albers. Has to give it out to the corner. It goes out of bounds. It will be Minster ball with 1.8 seconds to go. Cole McClurg will be the trigger. See what they can do. See if they can get a decent shot off in under 2 seconds. They lob it in. Cooney catches it, puts up a shot. Hits back iron. We go to halftime. Good ball game here at Minster Gymnasium between 2 rivals. On our First National Bank scoreboard, Fort Loramie 24, Minster 18. As teams go back to the locker room, we will be back. Well, actually, we're going to stick around here. I think they're doing a Booster of the Year award. So I'm going to put my headsets down. It's like Howard Corona will be doing the announcement of our Booster of the Year. So here you go. I'll put my headset down and give a listen.
And it also takes volunteering. Volunteering is all about contributing knowledge, expertise, talent, and time to help others. And tonight, that we would like to honor two individuals who are most certainly most valuable volunteers. Tonight's Boosters of the Year have volunteered time in our community by serving on the board of the Water Club, the Minster Civic Association, who are past board members of the Minster Athletic Boosters, who are on the board of the Minster Academic Boosters. They were also on the Minster School Board together with the organization for this year's recipients were previously the head of the Minster Scholarship Committee that helped allocate thousands of dollars to Minster students to continue their careers on the next colleges. This year's recipient was the past president of the Minster swim team and held leadership positions in the Minster Gymnasium and Minster Wildcats. This year's recipient volunteered their time as a baseball coach or eventually getting into the umpire and Has anyone heard of the 10K? Oktoberfest 10K? Anyone heard of that? This year's recipients were two of the founders of the Oktoberfest 10K, and eventually were serving as race directors for 15 years. During their time, they grew the Oktoberfest 10K to 100 members. All the names have had about 2,000. And the Oktoberfest 10K was recognized as one of America's top 100 road races by runners who organized. Since that first race, there were over 60,000 runners that rode on the streets, generating hundreds of thousands of dollars for the athletic boosters and their students. They did all of these things despite being disease fans. Please put your hands together and welcome our 2023 Boosters of the Year, Tim and Gail Keener.
The Minster Athletics Boosters of the Year, Tim and Gail Keener, recently moved back to Minster. They were one of the ones that founded the Minster 10K. Tim and Gail. As Tim's going to run out there, he'll get a big cheer. Very popular. He was a long time worked at Minster Bank, retired, moved to Cincinnati, just recently moved back. There's his lovely wife, Gail. So well-deserved volunteers. They have done a lot. They were really big at starting the Oktoberfest 10K race way back when. Tim and Gail Keener, they've always been a team, very, very well-deserving. They both will put on the jacket, the Athletic Boosters jacket, and they're honored tonight's game. So congratulations, Tim and Gail Keener, our Boosters of the Year. And this Boosters of the Year isn't really just for this year, it's what they've done for the community, and they were definitely community-minded. They raised 5 kids, I believe, all starting with A. And they take a picture there, and congratulations to Tim and Gail Keener, the Boosters of the Year. Congratulations to the Keeners. They are well-deserved of the honor here tonight. I think they have a lot of family members up in the stands, so congratulations to Tim and Gail Keener. We'll take a pause. Be back with the first half stats in the second half here on NKTelco Sports.
We are here and here and here.
Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
Welcome back. We're at halftime in this rivalry game between Fort Loramie and Minster, and the visiting team, the Fort Loramie Redskins, lead 24-18 over the Minster Wildcats. Fort Loramie Redskins leading them in scoring has been Caleb Maurer with 12 points, Ryan Holscher with 4, Logan Ireland with 3, Austin Plyman with 3, Ethan Kaiser with 2. Again, Caleb Maurer, the leading scorer, with 12 points for the Redskins. For the Wildcats, pretty balanced attack. 5 different players have scored, led by 5 points from Cole Richard, 4 points from Cole Albers and Ian Homan, 3 points from Cole McClurg, and 2 points from Logan Cooney. 7 turnovers on Minster, 5 turnovers on Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie has been a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. And Minster, I don't think they've attempted a free throw. Or no, they're 0 of 1 in the first half on free throws. It was 20-11 after the first quarter. Fort Loramie in control. Minster caught up a little bit. They outscored Fort Loramie 7-4 in the second quarter to cut the lead to 6. So we go into halftime. Checking our Emerson Climate Technology starting lineups. Looks like Minster has the same as what they started with. Cole McClurg, Cole Richard, Cole Albers, Logan Cooney, and Ian Homan, the 5 starters for Coach Michael McClurg. Michael McClurg in his 7th year, 84-58 coming into the season. And there is a foul on number 23, Ryan Holscher, his first foul. Wasn't a lot of fouls in the first half. Nobody on the floor has 2 fouls. McClurg contested shot off balance, goes out of bounds. Let's check the lineup for Fort Loramie. We have Caleb Maurer, Ryan Holscher, Darren Ireland, Logan Ireland, and Ethan Kaiser. The same 5 starters that started the game are also starting the second half. Those are your Emerson Climate Technologies starting lineups. Appreciate the support from Emerson in Sydney, Ohio. They'll kick it around to Ethan Kaiser. Maurer, 3 ball. Oman cannot keep a handle on the rebound as it goes out of bounds. So it'll be another chance for Loramie right underneath where I stand. Really up in this, not really a crow's nest, but in the end zone, if you will. That's where we have our streaming equipment. Maurer with the turnaround. Rebound by Ireland, another chance. There's a long 3 by Maurer. Oh, and this time, Homan now corrals the rebound. McClurg to Albers, a quick transition basket. Good heads-up pass there by Cole McClurg to see the floor. And Cole Albers really ran the floor well. Lead down to 4, closest it's been since sometime in the first quarter. Loramie has a lot of nice ball handlers. There's Maurer going to the hole. And it will stay with Fort Loramie as it's knocked out of bounds by Minster. JV game was won by Fort Loramie 42-31. And again, at halftime, the Athletic Boosters honored their Volunteers of the Year. It goes to Tim and Gail Keener. Long time, started the 10K race, involved in a lot of other activities as well, swim team, coaching, Little League, and so on. Congratulations to Tim and Gail Keener, 2023 Athletic Booster honorees. And that will go out of bounds. It will be another chance for Fort Loramie here. Fort Loramie only scored 4 points in the second quarter after scoring 20 in the first quarter. Really cooled down a bit. Maurer gives it up to Ethan Kaiser. Maurer was really hot early at 10 in the first quarter. Nobody else has really been that hot. Holscher gives it up to Ireland. And that's stolen by Cooney. Cooney will take it to the hole, up and under and in. Nice play by Logan Cooney. As he got the turnover, the tested layup between two Redskins, and the Wildcats within two, 24-22. Ryan Holscher picks up his dribble, gives it up to Logan Ireland. Loramie out of rhythm. Cooney almost came up with a steal again. Maurer over Homan. Caleb Maurer with a much needed basket for Fort Loramie. Lead back to 4. Cole McClurg gives it up to Cole Richard. He's open for the 3. He didn't pull the trigger and he traveled. Thought about it. He was open and he just pulled it back at the last minute and he took his foot off the floor in the opinion of the men in stripes. So he's getting clarification from the referee there. I don't think he's really arguing, just trying to understand. Logan Summer right now seems like he is the one that's coaching right now as Coach McClurg comes back on the floor. I'm not sure why he was gone, but had to step away. And there's a drive by Caleb Maurer. Maurer now with 16. Holman all the way out to Cooney. He'll let the 3 go. Looked like it had a good line, but it draws iron. Logan Ireland to Darren Ireland. Nice play to cutting Caleb Maurer. Maurer with 6 points here in 3 straight possessions. 18. Now the lead back up to 8 after it was 2. Coach Summer will call a timeout. Looks like it'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
Whether you do business from a corner store or a corner office, there is one asset your business cannot do without: the internet. Everything from sales and marketing, training and shipping, PR, HR, and R&D, your business relies on a fast, reliable, and secure connection. And now, it's more important than ever to partner with an internet provider you can trust. Get Flight Fiber for Business, backed by local tech support from NKTelco. Call today.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Coming out as precision strip timeout. Called by Minster. Connor Smeezing into the game, number 10. Cole Richard. Holman tries to drive. Too strong. Drive to the basket, Holscher, that's blocked. Oh, Albers with a block there. Lob into Albers to Richard. Trying to go back door underneath, and they do, and Holman is fouled. That was a narrow window where I'm standing. Had a perfect view of it, and there was not much. Talk about a lot of times a quarterback throwing a pass into a tight window. That was definitely a tight window on the high to low post down to Holman, and Holman will shoot 2. The second foul by Darren Ireland as he hits the first one. Holman with 5. Second one for the 6'3 sophomore. Rolls it home. Lead back to 6, which matches a halftime lead of Fort Loramie. There's Ethan Kaiser with the basketball. 3 good ball handlers. Kaiser, Holscher, and Maurer. Coach Britton has a lot of luxury if he between those 3. Maurer able to get the ball back. Elevates. Rebound by Kaiser. Can't finish. Richard battles. And it will be Fort Loramie or Minster ball. (30-24). Fort Loramie still in control. Kirk loses it there, but the bench calls timeout. Be a 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to thank our sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Borchers Floor Center, and NKTelco. Our additional sponsors: Brick Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Seishford Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillsman Automotive, Park National Bank, Securcom, and St. Henry Bank. 2:20 to go. Coming out of this Precision Strip timeout by Minster. They trail Fort Loramie by 6. Fort Loramie in the season averaging 51 a game. Minster averaging 47. So pretty well on track to those numbers. As Richard puts up a shot. Rebound to Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie 8-2 in the season. They're 4-0 against MAC teams. They've beaten New Knoxville, Versailles, St. Henry, and a missile on Fort Recovery. That's knocked out of bounds, so stay with Fort Loramie. They have 4 more to play, including Minster, and then they got Marion Local, Coldwater, New Bremen. So that means Fort Loramie plays everybody in the MAC except for Parkway and Delphos St. John. And MAC teams are glad to play Fort Loramie. Always good competition. Very similar school district in town in Fort Loramie to the other MAC schools. There's Kaiser open for the 3, and he buries it. Ethan Kaiser now with his 23rd 3 of the season. Ryan Holston back in for the Redskins. Dylan Watercutter for the Wildcats. You didn't notice Minster donning new uniforms tonight. I think they're pretty sharp. White with orange and black trim. Distinctive Minster on the front. I like the font and the lettering. Whoever was involved with choosing the uniforms, I like them. Dylan Watercutter will hit the 3. Watercutter with the tray. Lead back down to 6. Fort Loramie trying to extend that lead, and Minster, like they do all season, fighting through and keeping it close. And that's a drive to the basket. by Logan Ireland. Ireland with 6. So after a slow start to this quarter, offense has come alive a bit. Drives the basket. Richard with 7. Lead down to 6. Holscher hands it off to Maurer. Ooh, that goes off of Maurer's foot. They got a break because it hit the referee. That is knocked out of bounds. And it will, referee's a little confused, it seems like. And I think they're going to talk between it. And it'll be black ball, Fort Loramie ball. Let's say it goes off of white. Ryan Holscher will inbound it. Be a spot inbound, meaning he can't move. And in fact, he has to have a pivot foot. There's Holscher and arrow. Well, Richard trying to fight through the screen. Second foul. So McClurg will give Cole Richard a break. Under 30 seconds to go. (35-29). Kaiser. Ireland back to Kaiser. He's open for another tray, and he buries it. That ends the third quarter of play. A big tray by Ethan Kaiser extends the lead to 38-29 on our First National Bank scoreboard. We'll be back with the fourth quarter when we return on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement. We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital, with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
We go to the fourth quarter on our First National Bank scoreboard. Fort Loramie now with a 9-point lead. A couple big threes in that quarter by Ethan Kaiser late in there, including one right before the buzzer. He has 8 points tonight. Caleb Maurer with a big 18 points to lead all scorers. Logan Otterman with 5, Austin Plyman with 3, Ryan Holscher 4 for the Redskins. Minster, they've had 6 different players score as Cooney comes up with a steal. And one, Logan Cooney. He's done that a couple times tonight. He's now up to 6 points. That's the 7th turnover on Fort Loramie. I got 9 on Minster. Cooney, that rolls off. So lead at 7. Leading scorer for Minster is you have Cole Richard at 7, Logan Cooney and Cole Alberts at 6 apiece. Also Cole McClurg at 7, Ian Homan is 6 as well. Shot by Maurer. Rebound as Richard takes it across the line. Cooney to the basket. Little hook shot. Battling for the rebound, and it goes off of Fort Loramie. Minster is 2-10, but they have keep battle. They play hard. They don't just roll over and die against, in most cases, stronger more talented and more experienced teams, they keep battling, and the record's not going to look good at the end of the season, but there's some good times ahead for this Minster team. A lot of freshmen and sophomores playing. We'll be seeing them the next couple years at least. Albert's bank shot is too strong, and there is a jump ball on the rebound. And that will stay with the Wildcats. 7:06 to go. Again, stick around. There will be a ball drop afterwards. Oh, there's a nice shot by Cole Albers. Hook shot. There will be a ball drop that they will do. I will stick around and keep the video going at least, as long as it doesn't take too long. I even got a ticket in there, so maybe I'll win. Who knows? I think the winning ball is worth $5,000. Mauer's 3. Rebound eventually bounces to Richard. Richard will travel. Tried to put up a shot. They played him very tight tonight. You haven't heard it earlier. Cole Richard with back-to-back 30 points game against St. Henry and also against Lucas on Monday night. First time in at least 70 years that's happened in Minster basketball. Tom Frericks had 3 30-point games in 1949. I'm not sure if they're consecutive, but nonetheless, Cole Richards had a nice stretch. They're following him everywhere, sometime double teaming him tonight. His Wildcats within 5, trying to put a shot up. Ryan Holster doing a good job on defense on him tonight. McClure gives it up to Cooney. Cooney, maybe got away from the double dribble there. Richard through the lane, and he draws the foul. In his 30-point games, he's really got to the line. He was 10 of 13 against St. Henry. I want to say against Lucas, he's had either 14 or 16 points from the line. It's Cole Richard. Look up his numbers. I'm sure it's a pretty good free throw percentage. With a 5'10", check that, 5'11" sophomore as he hits the first. Cole Richards hitting right at 81%. As Fort Loramie will take a precision strip timeout. You're watching boys high school basketball on NKTelco Sports.
CarriageWorks has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. CarriageWorks thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. CarriageWorks now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. CarriageWorks has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for CarriageWorks. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County has a job for you. Grand Lake Health System has over 800 employees. Included is Joint Township District Memorial Hospital and multiple physician practices. And we're now hiring a variety of positions that fit all education and skill levels. Plus, you'll get a great benefit package offered to both full and part-time workers. Join this rewarding career and help your community in the process. Contact Ohio Means Jobs Auglaize County for all your employment needs.
Coming out of timeout by Fort Loramie. All timeouts this year sponsored by Precision Strip. Minster hanging in there, down by 4. Cole Richard with a second free throw coming up. And nothing but net there. Lead down to 3. Closest Minster's have been since the first quarter. 2-on-1. Kaiser, Mauer, well done. Mauer now with 20. Kaiser with great passing back and forth as they made it Minster pay for doing the full court pressure. Minster, their 5 starters in right now, trying to make a run down the fourth quarter run. McClure put up a shot. Thought it was a little off balance. Thought he kind of lost his balance there, but he somehow found the bob in the net. Lead back to 3, 40-37. Holscher gives up to Maurer. Cooney with another steal. Cooney to the basket 3 times. Logan Cooney has done that, and 3 times he has a steal, and 3 times he has made a layup. Lead down to 1, 40-39. See what Fort Loramie does here. They scored 20 in the first quarter, cooled off a bit since then. Kaiser, 17-footer, nails it. Ethan Kaiser, dead-eye shooter, now with 10. Lead back to 3, 42-39. About half of a quarter left. Richard, that one could not fall. Maurer with the basketball. If Fort Loramie decides to do it, they have a lot of good ball handlers. They could probably take some time off. Did that at the end of each quarter, especially at the end of the first quarter. Maurer against Cooney's been the matchup. Maurer's had 20, but Cooney's had 3 steals and layups. Nice pass underneath to Ireland, and Darren Ireland will draw the foul. Foul on Cole Albers, just his first. So Darren Ireland, 6'1" senior. And rattles out. Fort Loramie as a team shoots 60% from the free throw line. Minster shoots about 65%. That was the first miss that Fort Loramie has had tonight. 0 for 2 there. Lead it still at 3. Before that, the only ones that shot foul shots for Fort Loramie was Caleb Maurer. He was 4 of 4. See what Minster can do. McClurg's open for the 3, but he didn't pull the trigger. Had an opening. Albers at the elbow. This time, McClurg will let it go. Rebound by Maurer. Chance to tie if that went through, but it did not. Maurer. Coach Britton says hold it up a little bit. Stretch it out. Set a screen on for Cooney. In the game, 34, Maxwell Maurer. Let's work it around the perimeter. Pull it back. 2:40 to go. Coach Britton will call a timeout. I think he's going to put Ryan Holscher back in, another ball handler trying to get his strategy down. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Gives us an opportunity to let you know NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays. Tonight's high school varsity basketball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replay times are Thursday, January 19th at 7 p.m. and Sunday, January 22nd, also at 7 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and nktelco.com/sports. Some of our special sponsors are Keys to the Game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Starting lineup sponsored by Emerson Climate Technologies. Timeouts are sponsored by Precision Strip. Minster Liveview sponsors Borchers Floor Center. I will pick a player of the game that is sponsored by NKTelco, and on our First National Bank scoreboard, Fort Loramie clinging to a 3-point lead, 42-39. I don't see a Fort Loramie. They have 3 very good ball handlers as they spread it out. Maurer, Holscher, and Kaiser. And Eric Cooney came up with a steal. Here we go. Cooney gives it up. Richard for the tie. And that's 2 times in a row. Minster had a 3 that did not fall. And they turn it over again. Cooney will take it all the way down, and there'll be a foul before the shot there by Maurer. It's a heads-up foul there before Cooney got a shot off. It's only the fifth team foul for Fort Loramie. As they'll have to dry things up there. And Fort Loramie trying to take some time off, and Minster, more specifically Logan Cooney, has foiled that strategy. Senior Cooney has done a nice job tonight on the defensive side. See if Minster, this is our third chance to try to hit a three. Just try to tie it, or a two to get closer. Albers to Homan. McClurg thought about a three, not able to get it off. Now in the corner, picks up his dribble to Richard. Under 2 minutes to go. It's been a pretty good ball game here. Fort Loramie's led pretty well the whole way. They have led the whole way. In fact, now that I think about it, Minster, chance to tie if they can hit a three. Richard trying to make something happen. Spin move, left-handed. Oh, too strong off the glass. He had an opening. See what Fort Loramie does now, and they were... Hasn't worked the first time they tried it. Holscher to the basket, draws the foul. Ryan Holscher will go to the line. Pull up some numbers on Holscher. Holscher shooting just 50% from the free throw line. This is the numbers going into tonight's, or into the weekend, I should say. This will be 2 shots here for the senior Ryan Holscher, and it's short. So Fort Loramie leaving the door open. This would be a big foul shot if Holscher can hit it, make it a double 2-possession game. And he does. Lead at 4. 43-39. Richard loses the handle. Maurer comes up with it. Heads up play to Holscher. Cooney with a block, but a foul. So good steal by Caleb Maurer. And he did a good, nice job of tipping it to Holscher. Holscher will be back in line to shoot 2 more. Cooney draws the second foul. Holscher with another chance here. That one rolls off. He is 1 of 3 here in the last 30 seconds. Second one here for the 6'3" senior guard, Ryan Holscher. In and out. Be a foul on the rebound on Fort Loramie. Be the 6th foul. So Fort Loramie this quarter 1 of 6 on their free throws. Just haven't put the game away. And Minster's definitely a pesky squad. They will hang around. Coach McClurg with a timeout, again sponsored by Precision Strip, a full timeout. We'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
We are here, and here, and here. Minster Bank is everywhere, providing every banking service that you need to keep your financial life in order. Whether you are on the go or stopping by one of our branches, Minster Bank is here for you. We proudly support the communities where you live. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
Unpack your potential with a career at Pratt Industries. Working at Pratt Industries is more than a job. It's a sustainable career.
Pratt Industries to me is a job. It's my career. It's the way I put food on my table, but I love what I do.
We offer competitive pay, excellent benefits, and opportunities for career advancement. To apply, visit careers.prattindustries.com.
Welcome back. A score, if you're watching the streaming, Russia knocks off New Bremen, 65-44. Russia had lost their first game of the season at Jackson Center last night, 65-53. They rebound with a big win over a good New Bremen squad, 65-44. Shelby County Athletic League standings, Jackson Center at 6-1, Russia at 5-1. Fort Loramie and Annie. Fort Loramie at 3-2, along with Botkins. Right now, Minster down by 4. had it as close as 3. They've come up empty in about the last 4 possessions. See what they can do here. McClurg trying to find an opening. Can't get the shot off. There's Homan. Albers. Richard with the tray. Cole Richard. Big 3 there. Cole Richard cuts the lead to 1. 43-42. We'll keep it right here. What a shot there is. Step back 3. Richard now with 12 points to lead the Wildcats. Once again, Tim and Gail Keener are Minster Athletic Boosters honorees for 2003 for all they've done for the Minster community. Very involved in the Oktoberfest 10K race. They're the ones that started it. Involved in many years and involved in a lot of activities as well. Congratulations to Tim and Gail Keener. Good ball game here as Fort Laramie's led the whole way. It was 20-11 after 1, 24-18 after 2, 38-29, a 9-point lead going in there, but Fort Laramie hasn't had the knockout blow against this pesky and young Minster team, and they only lead by 1 now. Full court pressure by Minster. Logan Cooney's had a whole bunch of steals. We'll see if he can do another one here. Fort Laramie, I think, will spread it out as much as they can. Kaiser gives it up to Maurer. And they just pushed Maurer. That probably wasn't a good idea, but it's just the 5th foul. Got to be careful. You don't want an intentional foul. So it's only the 5th foul, so they have another one to give. And they really have to get to 2 more before there's a foul. Holscher having some trouble getting it in. Able to get it to Ireland. Down to 29 seconds. They need a foul just to get the clock stopped. And Richard, that's probably not who they wanted to foul. It's Richard now with 4 fouls. So the 6th foul, as Richard will leave, Connor Smeezing will come in. Oh, they're going to keep him in. They're going to take out Holman, make a smaller lineup with 22 seconds to go. Minster down by 1. Noah Schwierderman in the game to replace Cole Richard here. Fort Laramie by 1. Next foul will go the 1-and-1 for either team. Maurer will be fouled. So Caleb Maurer already got 20 points tonight. 60% foul shooter. He's 4 of 4 tonight. Big foul shots here as Minster will put all their offensive players back in. Barring a offensive rebound on this free throws, Minster will have at least a chance to tie. Here's a big 1-and-1 here by Caleb Maurer. And he hits it. Buries it. 5 of 5 tonight, 21 points. Timeout. Fort Laramie full timeout by Coach Corey Britton. I'd like to thank our sponsors: Keyhole Pizza, First National Bank, Precision Strip, Emerson Climate Technologies, Carriage Works, Grand Lake Health, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, Lincoln Electric Automation, Minster Bank, New Knoxville Supply, Pratt Industries, Wagner's IGA, Wilson Health, Winners Meats, Borchers Floor Center, and NKTelco. Our additional sponsors: Burke Petroleum, Chiltex LLC, Cy Schwerdem Incorporated, Dickman Supply, Hometown Opportunity, Hillspun Automotive, Park National Bank, SecureCom, and St. Henry Bank. Our fine sponsors bringing this action on NKT.TV or NKTelco Sports. So Fort Laramie up by 2. Maurer has another free throw. I imagine Minster's going to be going for a 3-point shot. There's always that strategy. If you're Fort Laramie, do you stop them from going the 3-point shot, foul them, especially if it gets close to the 0? So Coach Britton talking over his strategy. Minster with 1 timeout left. Fort Laramie with 2. The possession arrow favors Fort Laramie. Here's a big free throw coming up here for Caleb Maurer. And he hits it. 6 of 6 from the free throw line, 22 points. All right, here's Minster's chance. They're down by 3 with 16 seconds. Need to push the tempo. McClurg being hounded there by Kaiser. Down to 8 seconds. Coach McClurg will call a timeout. We'll keep it right here. Maybe another full timeout. So at this point, if you're Fort Loramie, now that you're down to 6.8 seconds, I would not be surprised if they would do a foul to keep it from even a three-point shot being attempted. But you got to be careful. You don't want to foul before a shot or while a shot is being taken. You put somebody on the line with 3 shots. So if you're Minster, I wouldn't be surprised they get the ball to Cole Richard. He's been hot the last couple nights with 30 points each night. He leads everybody from Minster with 12 points, and they need a 3 right now. Cole McClurg, a very good three-point shooter as well. Also, Logan Cooney can hit some threes. See what their lineup is. They might pull one of their big guys underneath. And they don't. Cole Richard or Cole Albers is in the game. Ian Holman is in the game. So it's Cooney, Richard, McClurg, Cole Albers. Ian Holman will inbound it with 6.8. Minster needs a 3 to tie. We'll see if Fort Loramie tries to foul. Holman trying to inbound. They don't have a timeout. That's going to go way long, but McClurg able to get it, and he stepped on the end line. Tough inbound. Good defense there by Fort Loramie, and a big turnover. And Fort Loramie will call a timeout. They have 2 timeouts. It'll be a 30-second timeout. So strategy back and forth. Fort Loramie led 20-11 after 1, 24-14 after 8. At halftime, 38-29. I'm just going to take a quick break, wet my whistle. Be right back on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a rewarding career? Lincoln Electric Automation in Coldwater and Fort Loramie supplies top-of-the-line automation systems to manufacturers. Lincoln Electric Automation routinely develops its team through hiring and by offering advanced technical training. We understand that every employee matters, and every role contributes to the success of our business. We offer advancement opportunities, competitive wages, and benefit packages. Visit LincolnElectric.com and get on track to a better career and a better future.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
So welcome back. 5.3 seconds. Minster tried to inbound it, turned it over, didn't get a chance at a shot. Fort Loramie now in their huddle. They're just going to play keep away, I would imagine. They'll keep the ball in their ball handlers, Maurer, Holscher, and Kaiser, 3 best ball handlers. Maurer leads everybody with 22 points. So 45-42. Holscher inbounding it. Passes it all the way ahead to Ireland for the layup. He misses it. Cooney gives it up to Schmees. He throws up a 3, hits the front of the rim. Wow. Minster scrapped all night. Got an outlet to Connor Schmees, and he just threw up a prayer, hit the front of the iron, and that will end the ball game. Congratulations to Fort Loramie Redskins. They win over Minster Wildcats 45-42 in what's been a tough battle here tonight. I'll just keep it right here. They're going to get set up for the ball drop. I'm going to total up my numbers, make sure I got all my numbers right. Yeah, I'll do it for both teams, and while they're setting the ball drop, we'll try to keep it on here as long as we can. Again, the final score on our First National Bank scoreboard, Fort Loramie 45, Minster 42. Fort Loramie led by Caleb Maurer with 22 points, Ethan Kaiser with 10, Ryan Holster with 5, Logan Adamman with 5, Austin Plyman with 3 for their 45 points. For Minster, they've had 6 different players score, led by Cole Richard with 12, Logan Cooney and Cole Albers with 8 points, Ian Holman with 6, Cole McClurg with 5 points, Dylan Watercutter with a tray. So again, our leading scorers tonight, Caleb Maurer with 22, Cole Richard with 12 for Minster. Fort Loramie goes to 9-2 on this season. They will play on Friday, January 13th at Botkins. Minster will travel to Versailles next Friday. As they fall to 2-11 overall, they go over to Darke County and Versailles, play on Friday, and then both these teams play the next Sunday at Fort Loramie. Fort Loramie is the MLK Classic, Martin Luther King Classic. There's 6 games. I think Minster plays the last game. There's also Marion in it. Minster plays Miami East. Fort Loramie, I think, plays the 3rd game. They play Preble Shawnee. Russia has a game. It's all 6 local teams will play a further away team for the MLK Classic. It's Russia, Fort Loramie, St. Mary's. I'm missing a team. And then Marion and Minster, I think, are the last 2 games. But I think it was a 4-game MLK Classic last year. This year they increased it to 6, so some really good competitions. Corey Britton has done a nice job putting it together. It's a really neat function. Neat thing that they got going on as they're doing the ball drop is see Randy Helmegarn right there. I think he's been the one in charge of this. Josh Clooney helping out as they have the ball drop worth $10,000, I believe. It's either $10,000 or up to $10,000 as they looks like it looks like Josh Clooney will be the one that goes up on the lift device. As they will drop it. Again, congratulations to Tim and Gail Keener, honored tonight as the Boosters of the Year for the Minster Athletic Boosters. JV game tonight was won by Fort Loramie 42-31. 2 leading scorers in that game was Noah Manuel with 13, Alex Berger with 12 for Fort Loramie. Andrew West led the Wildcats with 10 as they go up on here. The ball drop, if you have there'll be as a little bucket below the first ball there, or closest to, will be the winning one. So they put the target down there. And here we go. We will pull it. I got a ticket in there, or at least my wife does, so we'll see. I think my father-in-law does as well. It's been a fundraiser for the athletic boosters, all the basketball players. Here's the countdown. 10, counting from 10. Here we go. Who will be the lucky winner? There it goes. A whole bunch of basketballs as they will get the winning number. I think it has a code on it. They have to look up who it is. And they look up at the number. It's number 40. And they'll say Caroline Cooper. Caroline Cooper wins $3,800. Congratulations to Caroline Cooper, the winner of the ball drop. I'm sure the Minster Athletic boosters would like to thank everybody who bought a ticket. We had a good night of basketball here. Final score, we got one more order of business, as the final score was 45-42 in favor of Fort Loramie. Our player of the game will be Caleb Maurer. Sponsored by NKTelco. Caleb Maurer, the senior, started out with 10 points in the first quarter. Got Fort Loramie off to a hot stretch. He ended up with 22. Had 2 key free throws down the stretch. Congratulations to Caleb Maurer, our player of the game. Congratulations to Caleb. Congratulations to the Fort Loramie Redskins. Again, they prevail over Minster 45-42. I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.